very, very boring, and it just isn't even a great mold to begin with. What's up, Ragin Nation? How's it going? This is Alex, and you're watching The Road to TF5. This is just web series we're talking about Transformers last night. This is episode number 116, and in this episode, we are going to talk about the toys. There's a lot of merchandising that's going to be coming out very, very soon. Actually, as a matter of fact, some of it has already made its way to our shelves. And one of those things is actually the Optimus Prime voice-changing helmet, which started off by making its way to Australia and now to the UK. And it's only a matter of time before it shows up in the rest of the world, like here in Canada. And of course the US and other parts of the world. Don't want to leave out everybody else. So let's just say it's going to be released very, very soon all over the world. Now moving on, there is a line of Transformers movie toys that are currently out right now, and that is the Takara Transformers movie The Best line. And before I show you where it's available, I would actually like to show you a blog that shows photos of these new releases, and that is at Hige Kuma Toy Toy blog. It's a Japanese blog, so you won't be able to read it unless you can understand Japanese. But they've posted some very, very great photos of the current releases in the first wave. And that would be Shockwave, Voyager class, of course. The Voyager class, I guess, a weathered evasion mode Optimus Prime. And also a Revenge of the Fallen Voyager class Megatron. And they all look really, really good. Oh, there's also the Bumblebee, which is a deluxe class. But what's really interesting is that it comes in a box. They all come in a box. Doesn't matter if it's a deluxe or a Voyager class. And if you check out the blog at Hige Kuma Toy Toy, you'll see all these great photos. So I'm going to leave a link on the description box below. And right now, Ages3andup.com actually has the Takara movie The Best line in stock. I'm also going to leave you the link to purchase them in case you decide that you want to get them. I already picked up Optimus Prime, and he will be included into my Evasion Mode Optimus Prime collection, which I pretty much have them all, except for the really, really hard to find exclusive versions. There's like one or two of them that are like limited to 100 or something. They're like Asia exclusives. But anyways, I got one more to add to my collection, and I really, really like that version of Optimus Prime. I really, really like him. I mean, for a movie line Optimus Prime, I think that one's really, really great. But anyways, so Ages3andup has it. Check them out at Ages3andup.com and see if you like it. And if you like it, show some support. Anyways, moving on, what I really, really want to talk about is, of course, the Transformers Last Night movie line. Now, we have seen photos of some of the items that are being released. For example, there's the Optimus Prime, and there's the Bumblebee, and we saw Decepticon Berserker and Barricade, but there is more. We're going to take a look at that right now, and we're going to start off with Slash. Dinobot Slash is going to be released as a deluxe class, and it really is just a repaint of Dinobot Slash that we saw in Transformers Age of Extinction. It's the same mold, but less colorful. Right now, what we see here is the paint job. It's got gray, dark gray, and kind of like a metallic, metallic like turquoise, metallic baby blue. So that's it right there, and it does not have any absolute appeal to me at all, like none whatsoever. It's not a Dinobot or a deluxe class toy that I am interested in getting into my collection. So we're just gonna move on from that. What else is there? Oh yeah, check this out. Voyager class Grimlock. This is the exact same mode as the Voyager class Grimlock from Transformers Age of Extinction, and all it really is Grimlock with less colors. These are really, really plain colors. We got silver, we got dark gray, we got black. Of course, the eyes are red. But what we see here is very, very, very plain. And this is what he looks like. And I'm thinking that they decided to go with these colors to make it more movie accurate. Because, you know, Grimlock himself, he doesn't have a whole lot of color to him, but he looks cool in the movie. As a toy, as a Voyager class, this is very, very dull, very, very boring, and it just isn't even a great mold to begin with. I mean, I would rather go for the leader class, but who knows if they're even doing that. And if they are doing that, then it's just another leader class Grimlock. This is another Voyager class Grimlock, just like how that's just another Dinobot Slash that we've seen before in the previous line. So nothing exciting there. Slash and Grimlock are not exciting for this line so far. Now, these were actually leaked from the Transformers Proof fan site. And what we have here is, I guess, one of the retail workers or one of the fans holding the latest releases of Transformers Last Night, the toy line. And they are all Premier Edition. Like, I'm beginning to really not understand what it really is. I mean, from what I understood, the Premier Edition of the toys were just these special releases of the very first versions of the toy. For example, when the very first Transformers line came out, it was the Protoform Optimus Prime and Protoform Starscream, and then for Revenge of the Fallen, it was the Soundwave as a satellite. And that was their Premier Edition toy. It looks like everything is a Premier Edition. We got Bumblebee, a deluxe class, in a box, which is really just a low quality repaint of the Bumblebee that we've seen before in Age of Extinction. He's also holding the boxed Premier Edition Voyager class Grimlock, which is essentially an Age of Extinction repaint with like dull colors. And now there's Decepticon Berserker, which is a deluxe class, but it's in a box, a Premier Edition as well. And that's really just, in a way, it's really, I mean, I won't say that it's repaint, but all it is another version of Crankcase. It's not a repaint of Crankcase, but it is kind of like what's another Dread, which is what Crankcase is. So that's what he's got so far. That's really about it. I'm just really curious as to why this line is being released early in Peru. Because, like, you see a whole lineup of them. It's not like just he's not that he's just holding a bunch of samples. He's actually got a whole bunch of them right where he's at, which could be like a Toys R Us or some kind of toy store. So I'm not sure what's going on there. But anyways, I've seen the photos. I've seen the products as photos out of the boxes, and I'm not impressed. This line is not impressing me at all. I will get the unique products such as Decepticon Berserker, Barricade, because they're different. It's something that we haven't seen from Age of Extinction. But everything else so far seems like it's just a repaint or a version of something that we've already seen. Essentially, what I'm seeing right here in this new bunch of, like in this new episode that I'm, like episode 116, everything that I've shown you so far is a repaint. Transformers Last Night line so far has been nothing but repaints, with the exception of a few characters. This is a pretty unexciting line so far. Okay, so that's all I gotta say in this episode. I mean, there's really not much more I gotta tell you guys, except for that I'm more excited about the Takara movie The Best line with characters that we've already seen in the past than the Transformers Last Night line. So that doesn't seem very good to me, but it's also a good thing because maybe I'll save some money. Anyways, before I go, I like to do some shout outs. And first of all, I want to shout out to my brother in Tokyo, if he even watches my series. And that is, well, he's in Tokyo, Japan. So of course in Japan, they get all the cool stuff. And he shared with me this video of this It's Thomas the Train, it's remote control, and it transforms into a robot. Check that out. Isn't that awesome? That is very, very awesome. And it transforms back to a train. That is extremely awesome. So thanks, bro, for sharing that with me. Moving on, I want to once again share with you the Kickstarter campaign for Dark Before Extinction. Producer, director Aaron Fixter actually provided for me some updates. First of all, there are not many days left before the campaign ends. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of support, but he's still updating the campaign, and there's more information on it. I want you guys to check out that information. I also want you guys to check out these photos I'm about to show you, like to give you a little bit more faith on the project. Here is one of their characters in the film. Looks familiar? It's a classic Bumblebee. Also, here are some of the costumes that they're putting together. Sector 8. Check that out. NBE Security. Wow, they're really going all out with this. I mean, look at this body armor, this tactical vest, Special Forces, Airborne. Like, look at these patches. These are really sweet patches, and they're actually using this for their film, which needs your help in supporting them. So do what you can. I mean, even if you could donate a little bit, it could actually make a Transformers fan film come to life. So do what you can. Another thing I want to tell you guys about Dark Before Extinction is that there's a lot of questions about the validity of this project as a whole. And what I'm gonna do for you guys is that I'm gonna leave you a whole bunch of information, which is actually a statement from producer director Aaron Fixter himself. That's on the description box. I want you to read it, and that'll show you some more faith about the project. Okay, so I'm not affiliated with the campaign or the film itself, but I just want to show them my support and also show you guys that this is legit, and I've already donated and supported their campaign. All right, so hopefully it goes through. There's only a few days left. And finally, last shout out goes out to last but not least, Vince Martinez, aka San Diego Bumblebee. Now, San Diego Bumblebee, or rather Vince, he's actually a pretty well-known cosplayer as Bumblebee, and he's cosplayed as many versions of Bumblebee. He's got a Facebook page. I want you guys to show some support, hit that like button, and check out his page, because he's done some really wonderful things with his Bumblebee cosplay, and it's something that you guys should really check out. So hit that like button. The link is on the description box below. And of course, Twitter shout outs to my new followers. If you follow me on Twitter, I will give you a random shout out. Random shout outs go out to Connor Bradley, Ali, District of North Van Firefighters, God's Time Agbonyagu, Marks Fitz SP, and Syed Kazmi. Thanks for following me on Twitter. I really appreciate that. And once again, new followers get random shoutouts. So what do you guys think of these new toys? Dinobot / not interesting. Voyager Grimlock, not interesting. Bumblebee, definitely not interesting. Takara the Best, very interesting. Purchase it at the link below. I'm going to save a lot of money with this new line. Let me know your thoughts about that on the comment section below. And as always, if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more, hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, like me on Facebook, The Ragin Nation. Also follow me on Twitter at Ragin Nation. My name's Alex. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. And stay tuned for the next episode number 117, because I got some really good news for you guys. Or not good news, but I got a good episode for you guys. And I'll see you next time. Peace. You can actually edit the information on the website. And that is why I am not that excited